Alrighty, so welcome back to my Give Me God of War difficulty walkthrough. Um, so about like the last video, I think you're gonna see this around 2 days after the last video. So I'm pretty sure you're gonna see the last video for me, because today is Tuesday for me. You should see
Can you guess it?
the previous video from this one you should see on Tuesday, and then you should see this one on
Correct.
Thursday. Depends on if I can, get a video out today on Tuesday in time. It is 3 p.m. I usually upload at around 8 to 8:30 p.m. So you should hopefully see this on Thursday, or not Thursday. You should see this on Tuesday, the
I
same day
happen to
that
think he
I'm.
looks
Not
dashing.
this one.
You know,
This one.
for a
Alright, I'm confusing myself. This
Yes.
one you're gonna see on Thursday, but you should see the previous video on Tuesday. So it
No.
won't be too far back from when I'm uploading this. So basically, in this one, how I said that I bought a heavy runic attack, and I, dropped it instantly. Well, this is where I drop it. After literally one fight, I already lost it. So, I'm gonna tell you how to do this Traveler, and then I'm gonna tell you why I lose it. So, you just want to watch out for his, unblockables. If he does one of his normal attacks, just parry it. When he does this back, like shield attack, he's either going to do this swing, where you can just easily block, or he's going to dash back and then dash forward, which is going to be an unblockable. That's easily dodged. You just dodge left to right. Very simple. As you see there, he just did it. Make sure you do kill these side mission enemies, because they can get very annoying with their like ranged attacks. So, I think 3 of them spawn in, so you don't have to worry too much, and they don't have too much health, because, you're trying to mainly fight the Traveler. So you just want to keep mulling on him after he does an attack. If you can get your Realm Shift to work, like I do here sometimes, I think I get it like twice to activate. It's pretty good, because you can get some free hits on him. Once these two side enemies spawn in, these are the last 2. You just want to kill them, and then once they are dead, you are good to focus on the Traveler again. I say don't use a raid. You could just use all your abilities on this part. Actually, that heavy runic attack I only use once in this, which is this one time right here. This is the only time I ever use it, so don't worry about buying it. Like I said, I only use it for the Traveler, and then I drop it instantly for a better one. Alrighty, so he should now be dead, and he is. So now you're going to do the puzzle right above,
We will
which I
show
will
it to
show
the
you how to
dwarves.
do. You'll see me do it on my screen. To grab the Blessings of the Frost heavy runic attack, which is the best in this game. If you've played this game before, then you know how
I
good it
came here on
is.
a diplomatic mission
I
once,
forgot
trying to
that it was
broker a
here.
peace between
I was just like, you
Asgard
know what,
and
let me just
Vanaheim.
grab it, just in case, if it's, anything good, and it was something good.
What I didn't know was
So,
already gone on a killing
yeah,
spree of
I wasted
giants have to do with the
XP,
war
and I
between the
wasted
gods?
hacks over.
Nothing
I
at
could have
all.
just reloaded my
That's the
save,
tragedy of it.
because I did play this
They
on the
took no
same day,
side
so I
in
could have
that
just
madness.
reloaded it back.
But Odin's
But
paranoia is surpassed
I
only
don't know.
by Thor's
I
lust
just
for blood.
decided not to reload it back and just take my losses, because the only bad thing about doing that is I have to upgrade Atreus' wolf, and I still have to upgrade all of my skills, of course. So it was a bit of a waste, but I would say not to worry, because as long as you didn't waste your shit, then it doesn't really matter to me. I don't mind being, like, you know, I don't mind having a downside to playing this, because it's not really a struggle for me, since I've already done this like 2 times, and I've done all the Valkyries on the hardest difficulty. I've done a bunch of stuff. So yeah, make sure you do stay to watch some of this, just until I get the heavy runic, which will be right here. That was just me like figuring out how to do it, and I'm just explaining it to you, so I couldn't really cut it. Yeah, you just want to hit this once to the right, you want to jump on top, climb all the way up, and then you can grab it. Very simple puzzle, and we will move on to the next fight now.
Another crystal. Just give the word. Ooh, we got most of it.
Well, a stealthy plan it is not.
Now we must free the other strap.
We do? Why are we going up when what we need is all the way down there?
Think.
Well, the chisel tip is under thick layers of ice, so melting it won't work.
Correct.
And there weren't any shattered crystals nearby for me to shoot, so that's not an option.
Correct.
That just leaves smashing the ice. We need something ridiculously heavy to... Oh, I get it now.
Good.
How are we going to turn the hammer so it lands near the chisel tip?
Not possible. We cut it free, write it down, and figure out what comes next after.
So your plan involves a whole bunch of luck.
You are welcome to suggest a different one.
What now?
Hold tight.
This plan seems ill-advised.
Quiet head. Jump!
That didn't work. It only fell a little ways. Oh no! The floor's collapsed. There's a sand bowl, but how do we get to it?
We cannot. Boy. What does it say?
When time itself is disarrayed, the forward path is retrograde. Retrograde? It's backwards?
Those symbols. The seasons?
Yeah, but the order's all jumbled. Shouldn't it be winter, spring, summer, autumn?
Why start with winter?
It's from a song Mother used to sing.
Don't I know that one? Winter that...
Quiet head.
Doesn't like music either. Got it!
Boy.
Var, Haust, Vetter, Sumar. Nuh-uh, that wasn't right.
Write it.
Var, Haust, Sumar, Vetter. Still nothing.
Boy, the order from the song again.
Winter, spring, summer, autumn.
Ha! Do it.
Housed, Sumar, Vower, Vet. Yes.
Atreus, that word.
Thola. It means endure.
Try it.
Thola.
Well done, lad.
Write it again.
Thola. We're rising! The energy's lifting the platform.
Keep writing.
Thola. Thola. Thola.
Head, how is this possible?
My guess? Temporal magic. Dangerous stuff the High Vanir gods used to play around with. The ability to freeze time. Happened to be a favourite of Njord himself, in fact.
Used to. Why did they stop?
Well, turns out stopping time keeps the sun and moon from streaking across the sky. Unfortunately, it does not stop the wolves that chase them, always looking to sink their teeth in. After that, they decided it was best to leave time alone.
Alrighty, so now we are on the first fight of this tower. So for this part, you just want to keep doing your R2, R2, R1, R2 combo, because it's just a bunch of Draugr. They can't really do much, so this is a pretty easy fight. There's going to be 3 fights on this platform. The first 2 are pretty easy, but the last one can be a bit challenging. So I'm basically going to show you how to get through. It's mostly get through the last one. This first one's not too bad. If you want a good strat, I say just try and keep them in the corner so that you can throw them off. Which you'll see I do a lot in, I think it's stage 2. I'm not entirely sure. But you want to keep trying to throw them off. That's like the best way to kill them. And you don't have to like worry about hitting them multiple times. Or you can keep launching them in the air like I do. It's kind of up to whatever you would prefer. If you are struggling on this first part, then I do suggest that you try to throw them off. If not, yeah, you could just keep hitting them. It's kind of up to you. So once this first part ends, there's actually a checkpoint on each part. This game, it can hold your hand at sometimes, and this is one of those parts where if you die on any of the fights, it'll just take you back to whatever fight you were doing. So if you were on stage 2 and you died on stage 3, well, if you were on stage 2 and you died on stage 2, my bad, you would just start on stage 2. You wouldn't have to redo stage 1. So for this fight, it's the same thing. It's just going to add a couple of these tank Draugrs. That's all that you have to watch out for. So here's where the Blessings of the Frost really comes into play. You can see that it just murders people. If you've never played this game before, this runic attack is very, very overpowered in this game. And if you miss out on it, you're missing out on a lot of damage in low time. So basically what it does is it sends a bunch of shockwaves every time you do a light or a heavy attack. That's what makes it so good and why it does so much damage. Alright, so that is the end of this part. So we will now go on to the third fight, which is going to be Nightmares and a Revenant. And that's it. It's just Nightmares and Revenants, and that's it. You do have to watch out for them suiciding, but I say just focus on the Revenant whenever you have the shot to do that. As you see here, the Revenant for me did not spawn in for a while. There are some Draugrs here. These are the fire ones. I think it's only just 2 though, and I'm pretty sure they're done. But maybe not. Maybe there is multiple stages for this third part. Oh, no, yeah, it looks like there is. I actually forgot about that. So it looks like there are some Draugrs on this part. They're very low on health, as you're seeing here. But this is the final fight right here on this platform. But then there's like this part 2 fight that spawns in the Revenant. I'm pretty sure I just used my raid in this part. That's like basically the best way to do this. Is just to use your rage. There's no point for you to really, you know, not use it since you're at the end of this fight. And as you see here, I just killed the Revenant real quick, killed that person, and we were done. So that is it. Make sure you do grab these items fast, because as soon as you start raising, they all disappear. It's very weird. I don't know why it does that. So for this part, you just want to shoot the 2 crystals with Atreus, and you will be done. Alright, so once it breaks, you can't actually do damage to them. So once it breaks right here, you just want to shoot the 2 crystals, and you are done. You just gotta run up to this, press circle on it so that you can jump, and you will be done with that part. So now we move on to, I'm pretty sure there's 3 more fights, but it's all in one area. So
You did well.
we will move on to when we get to that part.
Just having a little fun, you big grump.
Well, there it is. How are we going to get it free?
A push.
But
Trust me.
Ready. Dig in and push with everything.
yes, sir. How do we get down?
We jump.
Really?
Come. Do not panic.
Why would I panic?
I have you.
You're cracked, you know that?
Well. Good. We should keep moving.
The chisel tip.
Give the man credit. He has a talent for destroying things.
Remember that, Head.
Never leaves my mind.
How do we know they're in here? Because that hammer didn't fall on its own. Well, if we find them, I'll get the kid, right? It's so massive in here. I smell it all. Find him.
Father. Those were the guys we saw with Baldur. His nephews?
Aye. Magni and Modi. The sons of Thor.
Mother always said the Aesir were the worst of gods, and Thor was the worst of the Aesir. Guess he's a terrible father, too.
They are no longer children. They have no excuse.
Will he be okay?
They'll never even see him. Ah, the great dining hall. Envy of all Midgard. Funny. I remember there being a massive cat. You just can't help but break things, can you?
Alright, so this is where you will have the 3 fights in one room. I don't know if you have to do these, but I usually just do them. So I start with the left one, then the right one, and then I do the middle one. So the left one is werewolves. It's only 3, it's not too bad. As you're seeing here, I just gang up on one of them with the Blessings of the Frost, and then I just do the same for the second one. And then for the last one, you just want to use your last move that you have, if you still have it. As you see, I don't even use it. I just keep hitting him. Cause yeah, they're lower levels, so they can't really do much to you.
I think we can get through there.
Alrighty, so back to fighting these, what even are these, gorillas? Nah, they ain't gorillas. They basically just look like more buff werewolves, that's literally what they look like. Very easy though, he's only level 3, so you don't even have to really worry about this guy. He's not too bad, as you see here. I just keep, either blocking his attacks, like parrying it, or you could just throw your axe at his face, which will stun him. It's a very good way of killing these guys. It's just by throwing your axe at their face, so that they get like the stun fatigue. It's the same with the trolls. There's actually a troll as the last fight. I save it for the last fight because it's a lot easier to do that. So as you see here, I did try to grab the crystal so that I could stun this guy and then I could kill the troll with him. I was gonna try and do that to make it easier, but as you saw there, it doesn't let you do that. So you just want to kill this guy, and then we'll move on to the final fight, which will be a troll. Probably the hardest one out of the 3 fights.
Get back out. There's no way to reach it.
Alrighty, so now that the fight begins. Like I said, the same for the trolls. Your best bet is to just throw the axe at their face. You don't want to get close to this one because he will freeze you. As long as you throw it at his face, he'll basically keep getting stunned, and it's like pretty easy. You basically have no problem with him as long as you just keep hitting his face. They won't obviously always get stunned, but as you see here, I did try to get close, but I got hit instantly. So I just slowly backed up while I was frozen. So there is going to be some dogs that spawn in. I think they spawn in when he gets to around 50% of his HP. I think that's when they start to spawn in. So just keep that in mind whenever you're attacking this guy. When he slams on the ground like that, just watch out for the ice. Yeah, so when the dogs spawn in, you just want to basically just focus them, make them your main priority when they spawn in, and then go back to the troll after. They're not too much, the dogs aren't too much of a problem because they're still pretty low on their level as well, just like everyone else. Right here, he actually got frozen, so I just threw my axe at him and then I just started hitting him. I'm pretty sure there's only 2 dogs. There's not like a ton of them. I think it's just them. So right here, I'm pretty sure I do use my Blessings of the Frost, or I use my Rage. I'm not sure. Okay, yeah, I did use my Blessings. For some reason, I realized it wasn't actually doing damage to him, so I just used my Rage to finish him off. This was how I basically killed him. I did 1 slam that ended it. And, yeah. So do not use your Blessings of the Frost on this fight. It clearly doesn't kill the troll, so just use it on, like, the werewolf. Or use it from the other one, the other big werewolf. And, yeah. That is this fight done. Which also marks the end of this video in fights. Because the next fight after this is Magni and Bodhi, which will not be until the next video. So we will move on to that, and I will see you guys in the next one. Take care.
Something ahead.
See, lad, he's fine.
Thought it best to vanish when Thor's idiot son
Would you focus
showed
on your
up.
You quit that shit. I mean it. When you war with Uncle, I walk away. So you will stop talking, focus, and help me, Father.
Any interest in checking it out?
Oh, smack you, boy. No, I'll be careful to disappoint, Father. Now, keep
Ugh!